Today we are in Perkins Eastman's New York office. There's about 500 people who work here. We're spread out over 3 different floors. There's 12 different studios. We specialize in all kinds of architecture and all kinds of interior design. Back in 2014, Perkins Eastman decided to renovate. Along with that came a brand new resource library. We had formed a library committee at Perkins Eastman to make sure that all of the various stakeholders, designers, project managers, partners, were getting what they needed out of the brand new resource library. The old resource library was a bit of a rabbit warren. It had a lot of nooks and crannies and was not necessarily inviting. The office redesign at Perkins Eastman was to make everything a lot more open and just inviting. Part of the overhaul was that we transitioned from a binder-based library to more of a sample-based library. When it comes to interior finishes or exterior finishes, color is critical, and so we can't trust the color that we see on a screen. This is the largest sample-based library that I have ever made. And one of the things that I discovered is that certain materials get filed differently in different ways, but it's presented in a friendly visual environment. That's the entire idea. Right now, we're in Perkins Eastman's fabric section of the resource library. With this fabric section, we have it split between many different kinds of upholstery. All of the upholstery is separated by brand name, but in order to keep the hospitality people happy, I also have a certain amount of fabric that is gathered just by color. But in order to keep the healthcare designers happy, then I also will do cubicle curtains, panel fabrics, and many different types of performance finishes. Design firms working internationally is a very different proposition from working locally. Most design firms, when they do work internationally, it is only delivering design intent, which basically means they just pick the finishes and give a general feel for the building, but don't go into much detail at all. Perkins Eastman is a very busy firm, and to that end, the library is not necessarily meant to be completely organized all the time. It is meant to be organized to a point, but then also very inspirational for the people that are looking for colors and materials and textures that can go into their projects. My name is Peter Carey, and I own a company called Streamline Material Resourcing, where we manage design firms for large architecture firms, small architecture firms, and corporate end users.